Hello everyone, this is Mr. PC23 here to bring you yet another unboxing, overview, and review of the Corsair H80 CPU liquid, high-performance liquid CPU cooler. I just call it a water cooler. Alright, let's cut this protective seal, tear it open. Box looks really nice, and they have a cool picture of the Corsair H80 water block pump module and some Corsair Dominator RAM. So that's kind of advertising within advertising. Alright, let's try to open this. I believe it opens from right here. Just double check. See that? I need to get a cameraman or something. Alright, so you have some protective foam that we don't need right now. And the pump right here. Or pump and radiator, of course, because it's all-in-one cooler, so it's connected. In this nice plastic wrap. Oh, bring it down so you can see it. So there we go. Right over there. Now the Corsair H80 is a double wide 120mm radiator. So we have the two Corsair fans, 120 volts. I probably won't end up using those, but I might just for initial testing. Then we have some mounting screws and whatnot. And the mounting bracket for, it doesn't specify, but that looks like 1366. And then, I told you, I'm sure they do in the directions, which I have yet to find. I'm going to cry if there's no directions. Okay, so, what else? We have a do not eat package. Might have that as a snack for later. And I don't see directions. I'm thoroughly disappointed. Alright, well, let's take a look at the cooler anyways. Take it out of its wrapping. Excessive amount of wrapping, may I add. It's like glossy compared to the H100. Or sorry, not the H100, the H50 is what I was upgrading from. So, here is the pump. Nice little 3-speed fan controller. You have for 2 ports for 4-pin fans, which they give you. I believe these are 4-pin. No, they're 3-pin, but apparently it fits a 4-pin. 2 of them actually. And then you have the cold plate with pre-applied thermal paste. And yeah. So, this is the radiator. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but if I move it up and down, you can see through it and see how thick it is. It's pretty hefty, but it doesn't seem like it's much heavier than the H50, which didn't perform all that well. Like some air coolers perform better. But one thing to note about these coolers is sometimes they're really fun for like quote-unquote extreme overclocking, like taking it and doing a flush box, which is taking it and putting it in ice. Or, you know, you could probably do the same with like acetone and dry ice, but it'd probably like strip the paint. So yeah, that's what it looks like, and I'm going to install it and see what I can get for temps on the stock clocks, and then overclocking to 4 GHz, and then we'll see how high. Well, everything's hooked up, it's mounted. I had to take out my motherboard because the CPU backplate cutout is all messed up. And I guess this wasn't really a blessing in disguise, but the AMD mount is different, and it mounts the default brackets that are already installed on the motherboard. But since I had an aftermarket cooler back there, I had to reinstall the default ones. And you had to switch out the mounting because it comes pre-installed for the Intel side, I think 1366 or something like that, whatever it is. I don't really follow Intel all that often, or that much. Yeah, so it's powered on for the first time. I haven't touched anything. I installed the 2 fans. Alright, so that's really friggin' loud. Okay. So it's really loud. Like really, really loud. There we go. Now it's on the lowest one. Right now it's my video cards that you're hearing. Alright, so Windows is booting up at 4 GHz. Yeah, it crashed last time because I have it set in the BIOS to turn off at 62 Celsius, and my Zalman CNPS 9000A got a little bit too hot, so it crashed, so it turned off. The Windows counted it as a crash. Oh wow, that was loud. Alright, so... Oh, go away. You can hear the pump. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear the pump. Let's get that up and running. So we're at 4 gigahertz right now on 1.45 volts. Min 35C, max 43. Let's see if this was even an upgrade from oh, well, okay. Let's see if this was even an upgrade from my Zalman CNPS 9000A. So we'll stress it, max out. Alright, so you can see that it's maxed out now, and it'll stay maxed out. Let's see what we get the temps up to. Shit, that's climbing fast. Okay. Ambient temp is, oh, I don't know, 24, 26C. So, got a delta temp of 25, max of 51 right now. Max of 51 on the core, delta temp is probably like 25. So we're hitting 51 Celsius on 4 gigahertz, 1.45 volts, 52. And that's with the fans on the lowest settings. I don't feel much heat coming off. Pump those fans up to number 2. They're audible now. I kind of wish that, I don't know if you can do it in using a Corsair utility, or if you have to buy their stupid digital link or whatever it is to control the fan speed in the operating system. Right now it's at 52, 53 Celsius on medium. Oh, well, you can hear that, but you can hear it. I don't know how well you'd be able to hear it if I put the side panel on and put the top on, and that's all that'll work. So I don't want to do that until I'm set on what I want. See the fan spinning. I have it as exhaust since I have the 3 120mm right here. Turn those up a bit. So max of 54 Celsius. Alright, this is just 4 gigahertz, so it's not an amazing increase in temperature difference, but it keeps it stable at 4. So I'll come back to you when I get different temperatures. Alright, so it looks like we're getting 33 minimum on idle, 34-ish. So let's start up Y Cruncher, and we shall max out the processor. So this is on the lowest setting for the fans and the default for my 955 Black Edition, which is 3.2 gigahertz on 1.3 volts. Ugh, so low, disgusting, I know, right? So let's see what we get for temps. Right now we're at 42 max, 41 Celsius current. So I guess it's a huge decrease from the stock cooler, which probably gets it up to like 54 or something like that. I don't know. I don't think I've ever used the stock. No, I used the stock cooler on this processor once. Wait, no, I didn't. No, I never did. I put the V8 directly on it, and I kept the stock cooler though. It's a pretty cooler. So it looks like we're getting 43 max, the same room temp, about 25C. So this is great. It's an amazing cooler actually if you're gonna do just stock, but it doesn't provide that much headroom for overclocking. I get 4 gigahertz on the lowest setting for the fan, but I'm sure you get like 4.2 if you ramped up the fans, but I don't want that just buzzing in the background while I'm trying to do something. So yeah, 43 Celsius, 100% max load on the default settings. So if you want, you can go out and buy this, but if you're not going to be overclocking, just go for a nice little air cooler, a nice little cheap Hyper 212 Plus or something like that. Alright, so that's been my review of the Corsair H80. Oh, and by the way, I found the documentation. It was in here. So I had to lift it up, and it was down in there. Getting kind of angry not knowing how to put it together because it was a bunch of crap. So I went on YouTube and looked up how to do it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my unboxing, overview, and review of the Corsair H80. If I can, I'll make some graphs on how it compares against the Xiaomi PS 9900A. Thanks, and have a fantastic day.